why you are miserable. And it has everything to do with your purpose. So there are times in your life where you go through what David Brooks calls the valley of bewilderment. So, as we are young adults into adulthood, we start climbing up this first mountain. We go to college, maybe we get married, we get our first job, we get a promotion, another promotion, or maybe we graduate and then we get our dream job. Maybe we don't go to school and we start our own business. Anyway, you continue and you start to get a certain level of success. Then maybe you meet somebody, maybe you get married, maybe you have kids, maybe you don't, maybe you move to another country, have a great experience. You go on with your life for several years and you are experiencing what people on the outside would classify and define as success. And then something happens. Maybe it is that your kids go off to college. Maybe you lose your job. Maybe you get divorced. Maybe there's a death in the family. Something happens that really plummets you from the first mountain to the valley of bewilderment. You're off kilter. You don't know what to do with where you are. You've never been there before. You don't know anybody that has been there. You have no idea what to do. And so there we are. We are in a place that we've never been in before. You don't feel like you can talk to anybody. You don't feel like anybody will understand. And even if you talk to somebody and they understand, the advice that they give you may be the advice that is best for them. That may not be the advice that's best for you. So, what do? You're in this new place that you've never been in. You are miserable. You may be sad. You may be disappointed. You may be hurt. You could be feeling a whole range of emotions and feelings that you've never felt before. And you are also in this place that you've never been before. And so, being in this valley of bewilderment, you are at a place where you have to choose. What are you going to do with your life right now when it doesn't look the way that you thought it would look? When it doesn't feel the way that you thought it would feel? What are you going to do? So, I want to talk about a couple of things that you might be experiencing if you are in this valley of bewilderment. One of the things that you might want to consider is, have you been ignoring the signs in your life? Have you been ignoring the wake up calls? Have you been paying attention to your life? Are you paying attention to your life, or are you just living it the same way that you have been living it? One of the things that happens when something tragic, sad, disappointing, um, hello, Krishna. One of the things that may happen if you are in a valley of bewilderment, as David Brooks calls it, you don't know what to do. And so, what most people do is they do what happened. Oh, I know, it's been a long day or a long morning. Which one? Um, so, most people try to go back up the first mountain because that is where they experienced their level of success. So they find a new job, they get in a new relationship, maybe they go to school and get another degree. But what so many people have found who have gone through this first mountain of their life and then experience this valley of bewilderment is it doesn't work. So some people might classify it as a midlife crisis. It might happen because of you are experiencing an empty nest. But the things that worked for you in the first part of your life, they seem empty. They don't seem to really give you the value, the satisfaction that they did before. And so now you are back at this place where you tried it, what worked before, and it didn't work. So now what do? David Brooks says that this is the perfect time for you to climb that second mountain. But here are some of the things that climbing that second mountain is going to require. One, you got to stop ignoring your life. Thank you so much, Karishna. That's so kind. So one of the things that you have to do to get to your purpose, your passion, is to start paying attention to your life. What has your life been telling you all of these years? What have your relationships been telling you? The experiences, the we all make choices, but what has the consequences of your choices taught you about your life? When you are moving through this valley of bewilderment, paying attention to what your life is saying to you is critical. And it is even going to require you reflecting and thinking about the good, the bad, the ugly experiences in your life that have made you who you are today. That is the first thing. The second thing that it is going to require is that you get out of your comfort zone. Mm-hmm. 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 The thing that you are most comfortable doing is the thing that you know how to do, and that means that it's time for you to do something else. So if you have played it safe, maybe it is time for you to take chances. If you have taken chances, maybe it's time for you to play it safe. If you have always wanted to start a business, go to college, I don't know, travel the world, then maybe it's time for you to do that. Even myself, I'm going to be retiring in a couple of months. And being and continuing to stay where I have worked for almost 30 years would be the easy thing to do. And I am also taking my own advice. I am going to do the thing that takes courage. Step out of my comfort zone and start to live the life that I create. So that's number two. And the third thing that you are going to be required to do is to release one of the P's. And let me give them to you. You're going to have to release perfectionism, procrastination, or people pleasing. One of those three. Or it could be all three. Or it could be two out of the three. But that is also one of the things that keeps us stuck. Perfectionism, procrastination, and people pleasing. People pleasing because you might think that people are judging you the way you would be judging you or the way that you would be judging other people. And they are not. And if they are, those are not your people. Procrastination is the thing that keeps you stuck. Procrastination is you doing all of the things to prepare to do the thing instead of doing the thing. So you thinking about doing the thing is not you doing the thing. You reading about doing the thing is not you doing the thing. You watching other people do the thing is not you doing the thing. Only you doing the thing that you were created to do is you doing the thing that you were created to do.